Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Eisen Tools.
Most people do not fail on LinkedIn because they have nothing to say. They fail because turning ideas into consistent posts is annoying. You have a website, a PDF, a case study, a few screenshots, maybe even a great tweet thread. But when it is time to post, you either spend 1 full hour writing or you skip the day and tell yourself you will post tomorrow. So in this video, I am testing Dynal.ai. It is an AI LinkedIn agent built for one job: turning your existing materials into publish-ready LinkedIn posts with matching visuals and helping you plan and schedule a whole week in one sitting. I will show you a real workflow. I'm going to start from materials I already have, generate posts, edit them, generate visuals, then plan and schedule a week. And I also want to answer the big question people always ask.
Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and share in the comments which AI you want me to review after this one.
What is the difference between ChatGPT and Dynal? Because yes, you can ask ChatGPT to write a LinkedIn post, but writing a post is not the full job. The full job is having a repeatable system that turns what you already have into consistent posts that look good, stay on brand, and are ready to publish without extra steps. So let me show you. You can feed it a PDF, a link to a web page, a Word doc, plain text, and even images. So instead of starting from a blank page, you start from something real. First, I grab a link to a web page, like a landing page or an article. Second, I take a PDF, like a guide, a case study, or a short report. Third, I take an image, like a chart, a screenshot, or a product photo. Now I upload these sources into Dynal and tell it what I want. My goal is simple. I want LinkedIn posts that are thoughtful, clear, and useful, not salesy. Posts that sound like a real person and still connect back to what I do. Dynal generates multiple post drafts based on the sources, and this is where it already feels different from a normal chatbot. It is not just guessing what I want from one messy prompt. It is actually pulling ideas from the materials, then giving me a clean post structure. For example, one draft might be a short story style post, another might be a practical framework, another might be a list of lessons learned. This matters on LinkedIn because format changes performance. Some weeks people want stories, other weeks they want clear takeaways. Now, I do not publish anything yet, I edit. This is important. The best workflow is never generate and post. The best workflow is generate, then edit with intent. So I go into the post editor and I tighten it. I check the hook because LinkedIn hooks are everything. I remove fluffy lines, I make the first 2 lines sharper, I add one specific detail from the PDF so it feels grounded, and I keep the tone consistent with how I speak. Next, the visual. Dynal does something very useful here. It generates matching visuals for your post based on the content. That is a big deal because most people either post without visuals or they waste time in Canva trying to design something that looks decent. Here the visual is connected to the post. You can generate, then tweak it, then regenerate until it fits. The goal is not pretty, the goal is scroll stopping and relevant. So I pick one visual style that matches my brand, and I make sure it is not too loud. Clean, readable, and LinkedIn friendly. Dynal also has a feature called Brand DNA. The idea is simple. You connect your LinkedIn profile so it can analyze your background and writing style, and you can add extra context like past posts or drafts. Then Dynal uses that brand DNA to keep your posts consistent and on brand without you repeating the same instructions every time. At this point, I have one post ready. But the bigger value is not one post. The bigger value is doing a full week without draining your brain. So now I move into planning. Dynal has a plan and schedule workflow where you can map out a whole week in around 30 minutes. That is the promise. So I am going to test it the way a busy founder, consultant, or marketer would. I choose a weekly plan, then I pick themes. For example, one day can be a lesson learned, another day can be a simple framework, another day can be a behind-the-scenes story, another day can be a practical tip, and one day can be a light personal insight that still connects to work. And if you do not know what to post, Dynal has recommended topics. This is where it suggests angles based on your profile and goals, so you are not stuck staring at a blank page. That is huge for consistency because most people do not run out of knowledge, they run out of ideas on what to share first. Now let me show the other feature that can save you from writing in circles: trending inspiration. This is basically learning from what is already working on LinkedIn, then using proven post structures to generate your own version. Not copying, but using the patterns that perform. Things like 3 mistakes I see, here is the framework, what I would do differently. A simple checklist, the unpopular truth. You pick a trend format, you feed it your materials, and Dynal builds a post that fits that structure with your content. For a lot of people, this is the fastest way to improve their writing on LinkedIn because you stop guessing the structure. Now, once I have my 5 posts for the week, I schedule them. This is where the product becomes a system, not a tool, because scheduling inside the same workflow means you do not finish writing and then delay posting for 2 weeks. You finish writing and it goes on the calendar. So I set times, I schedule, and now I am done for the week. Let's answer the comparison question in a fair way. Yes, you can use ChatGPT to draft a LinkedIn post. ChatGPT is a general purpose tool. It can help with almost anything. But Dynal is specialized for LinkedIn content planning and production. It turns the materials you already have into editable posts with matching visuals, and it helps you plan and schedule consistently. That is the key difference. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.